Hello, everybody. My name's Arlene Arnold, and this is Leslie Romine, and we are so excited to be here on our Friday Focus of the Week. We look forward to this, and we look forward to connecting with all of you. We have a few here now, but they'll be coming in, and we invite you to be a part of this with us and make comments like you always do. We love that. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of say we've had an interesting time in terms of weather. We had thunder, which we don't get very often. And I know if she's listening that Stacy was just sweltering with the heat, so we'll tell her this cool is coming, Stacy. Because it always goes from here up over the mountains and down there. So she'll be really happy with that. Well, we just want to say hi to Jeannie S. and Will and Jeannie B. Yay! All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. And the first thing that I want to remind you is that what we are working on is from today until next Thursday. So it's July 17th through the 23rd. And we're also going to start out with the cards and energies that are here for the month of July. And we have a theme for July that's called Anchored in Love. So I'm going to put this up. This is the symbol that we've been using during the month of July to show that. And what I found was coming through me is I imagine that I am the boat that is anchored in the sea of love. I am taking a time out to soak in the love. I know that when I move on, I can bring up the anchor, and yet I am still in the sea of love. So I feel like that what we have to remember is that what we put our attention to is our reality. And if we experience being in a sea of love, that is what's happening for us. If we are focused on all of the craziness right now that's in this country and around the world, then that's what we're going to experience. So let's just get that vision of boat, and it doesn't matter what size boat it is, and just feel that you are on that boat and you're anchored for a little while in the sea of love. And then when you pull up the anchor, you're still in the sea of love. And that's what we can feel around us.
I like that imagery. That's cool. And I like that our attention becomes our reality because
Yes.
it certainly is true. And I don't know, when you said it could be any size boat, my boat expanded inside.
I'm not surprised.
With a little
Uh,
boat, now it's a big, one of those really big ones.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's funny.
Well, John's here. I think you're
Yeah,
here twice, John.
yeah.
That's funny. Okay. So let's move on to the cards for the month of July. And the first one is um, this is Neo Matrix. Don't you love that?
Hmm.
Boy, those little circles just stand out there. And there's another one right in the center of it too. So Neo Matrix has the numbers 6, 12, and 48. So it has a lot of different frequencies in it that it's presenting to us. And it's on page 26 in the Luminary book if you want to look it up. So here's what I chose from there that I feel is the energy that we're feeling in July, but also specifically at this time. Crystalline restructuring within the cells of humans and the earth has been proceeding by design. Now it is time to attune and retune the body and the earth so they may fully integrate these powerful changes. So it is important to tell our body what's going on, because these are big changes for the body. And um, let me know if you've been having some what I call transformational um, things happening to you. It's like it tells us, the body tells us that it's in transformation. But had a period of time when I would wake up every morning and I would be nauseous, and then I would be tired, and I could not seem to focus well or whatever. And so now I did some work with this love that's in that I was anchored in, and some other things. And finally, I sneezed about 10 times, and whatever that was, it moved out the kinds of things that were causing me problems, and I haven't had any problems with that since. So I think it's really important to use our tools. It's really important to recognize that the body is going through this, and we need to be with the body and reminding it that it's okay, that this is a process that we're going through. And then we can ask for help to move this energy as is needed. So, anything else about Neo Matrix that you want to add?
Oh, I just I liked the wording of it's time to attune and retune the body, because I know we've been going through that, and it the tuning and retuning. It does seem like some areas you have been like retuned a bit ago, but they're being now advancing
Yeah,
to another, you
yeah,
know, and it's not all at once. And I think that's really good because I don't think our bodies could do that. But when we have an attunement and then another attunement, and how like when you were sneezing, um, sometimes mine's coughing, and it's like I don't know why I'm coughing. Nothing made me cough, but I just needed to cough for a couple of minutes and get whatever it was moving.
yes,
And it seems to move the energy. Whatever we're doing, it moves the energy in our body. So and it kind of opens up these places that maybe have been dormant or just not quite functioning as optimally as they could.
yeah.
So
It's that stuck energy
mhm,
that keeps us from moving into what is next. And sometimes the body helps us with that by
mhm,
sneezing or coughing or
mhm,
whatever it is for you that
mhm,
releases that hold so that you can be there and be present. So
mhm,
I love that because, and my husband, I keep saying to him, "I'm not sick. I'm not sick." This is because of the changes we're going through. So,
mhm, mhm,
okay. So now we have the lesson in white for this month.
beautiful.
And what I picked out in the lesson portion of the Color Cards book was unworthiness. Now, think about unworthiness is something that I think so many humans have had, because it's kind of like how the powerful people want you to feel unworthy. And we have to find our way back to who we are, so we're not allowing that to be who we are. But here's what it says in the book: forgive yourself, accept yourself, and give yourself some slack. Know that no matter how stuck you feel, you are still accepted and loved. Now love yourself in the same way. So I think that this just reminds us that we are part of the universe, and that love is at the core of creation.
Mhm,
So you can extend that to yourself and others. In fact, it's not going to go away if you're not paying, even if you're not paying attention to it. But when we pay attention to it, we can dissolve that unworthiness and just say, I am who I am, and I'm here to serve in a certain way. And I am happy to be here. And I know that I have a part to play, because the unworthiness just is saying, oh, all the mistakes I made, all the ways in which I didn't do what I wanted to do, or I didn't listen. So we have to remember that we are loved, just like being in that boat on the sea of love, and we are there always. So what we need to do is pay attention to that, so that we can take that love in. And the part of us that is sorry for something, that can heal that part of us. It can mean that that part of us says, oh, okay, I can look at that, and I can have a different way to respond. And I don't have to keep going back to what I did wrong. I can be here right now, because when we go back there, we bring that forward. And then in this moment, we are feeling the things that we did wrong. So we need to allow this love to be with us and forgive ourselves for what had happened, uh, and just know that we're growing, we're changing, we're becoming that that human that is a soul in form. And we are that, and we can be that in the midst of healing some of the things that we have been attached to.
I at some point, well, many points actually, um, this part of feeling unworthy, uh, and when I realized it's based on, oh, I didn't do this, or I made a mistake, or boy, that was really not nice of me, kind of thing, that we were discussing a long time ago and many times since, the fact that um, there are those, I mean, we are here to learn and to grow. And like when you're talking to a child, um, the child needs to learn and grow, and you can explain to them, oh, yes, you're right, that wasn't a good choice. And there are many choices you can have that are good choices. And when you realize that the mistakes themselves are a gift to you, to say, here you go. This, yes, this happened, and you can grow from this. It's your choice. Are you going to grow, or are you not going to grow in this? And that our growth is part of that beautiful matrix that we were looking at, is like a flower opening. It's like the flower's there, but then it gets to open and show itself and say, see, I grew, and this is the beauty that I brought to this world. So every time we grow, we go, oh, okay, now I get it, and now I can do that from here. I can learn from it.
And that's the whole purpose of the color cards.
Mhm.
That's why we have lessons and strengths, because the idea is, if we take a look at the lesson, which is what this is, the lesson in white, we can turn that into a strength. So if we let go of our unworthiness, and we really feel excited about the changes that we're making, that brings more of who we truly are forward into the moment. And that really gives us joy, because we are here to be the best that we can be.
Mhm. Yep.
All right. So our card for this week. Oh, one other thing I was going to say is that Neo Matrix really is about a new matrix that's developing within us and within the earth. And a matrix is kind of how everything fits together and how it's all working inside of you. And if you've got unworthiness, for example, in there, the new matrix has a hard time moving around that, or being able to create itself, because the new matrix is about something, all the frequencies, the multi frequencies that we are, And it is about a way to be cohesive inside of us that is quite different because it's at a different frequency. And so it's so important that things like unworthiness be addressed, so it's not holding us away from this matrix that is developing for us. Okay, so our card for this week is Awakened, and this one is has the numbers 4 and 9. I always look at these and go, poor Lorinda, when she and I were working on this, she would ask me for numbers, and a lot of times I would come up with even numbers and uneven numbers, and she had never done that in her art until we got together. So she had to find ways to make that happen. It was really interesting. And for those of you who have the luminaries, go to page 30 and you'll find Awakened. And here's what came to me from the information in the Luminaries book. You are born anew, transformed, empowered, and ready to serve in a world that has come of age. I'm going to read that again because this is really what it is. You are born anew, transformed, empowered, and ready to serve in a world that has come of age. And when you look out in the world, you go, well, I don't see how it's come of age. But what's happening is each of us as individuals are coming of age. And the more of us that do that, the more that energy moves out. And we all become that because it's so powerful. So this is going to be really interesting the next few years. And it's going to come pretty fast. And so we want to be sure that we've done our work to clear out the old patterns that aren't who we are, the old patterns that tell us something that isn't true for us. So let's awaken to the changes that are happening in us and around us. Appreciate that we are here at this exact time and we are here for the change. What a glorious opportunity. We get to be here at the amazing change that's going to be happening and is happening. It's now happening in individuals, and it will spread out until there's so many that it's like it just spreads really fast.
Yes. It talks about patterns are changing in here, and the ones that make drama are coming to ahead, but it's so obvious for people to see, but that the intention of the divine is to open these up so they can be seen and show what else is possible. And I really see that coming up and out in our lives. What is possible if you can open to this energy of love and light that is coming, that is being expanded, I would say.
And that lesson in white, white is the color with all of the possibilities of light. And then black is the color of all the possibilities on earth. And so it's very interesting to me that we are being presented with a lesson that we can let go of, that is unworthiness, if there's any part of us that still feels that. And then as that changes, we step into the possibilities of the strength in light, where all things are possible in the light.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't want to forget the dark, because the black has all the possibilities of being here on earth. And we are both. We are humans and we are beings. And we want to be all of that together at one time.
Mm-hmm.
So now I want you to notice the turquoise in here, because the color for this week is turquoise. And it's the lesson in turquoise. So again, this is a time of a lot of learning for us. And this color has to do with, well, what I picked out from the paragraphs that are under lessons in turquoise, controlling your life. And it's on page 119 to 120. Only when you have seen through divine eyes and have become convinced that you are part of a bigger outcome can you relax and allow life to unfold. You are supported from within and without when you relax and flow with the stream of life. So the lesson here is not to control. The lesson is to allow, to relax, to allow life to unfold, and be excited about what you see that's unfolding. And sometimes it just comes in a, a chance meeting of someone else, and you feel some kind of a connection. And it's just amazing to me that when I relax into that, it's like I attract some really amazing experiences. And that's part of me healing through the turquoise.
Mm-hmm. Allowing to unfold and lots of learning going on. That's that is certainly how it feels. And
Yes.
certainly what comes, like you said, as we allow, that's such a huge concept, is just allowing it to unfold. And as it does, like you said, it's just amazing things happen. Even the smallest kind of little thing can can result in uh, an awakening or a realization that you might not have ever, or you might not have thought you could do, or you never
Yeah.
thought of it before. And connections too, connections with people and places that are really helpful to your progress.
Yeah. And, the other part of it is that when so much is changing, relaxing and flowing is a challenge many times, but it's one that's worth it. What I went through was worth it, because what came out from that was a much clearer intuition. What came out of that was a sense of what this new matrix is. And that doesn't mean that there aren't going to be more challenges, but if we see what it happens when we really relax into that, it's just amazing.
Yes. Hey.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want to add?
No, I was just saying that's great. I like it.
Yeah. Okay, so I just these are the announcements for this coming week. We have on Thursday next week, we have the Journal with Your Knowing Self. And I'm telling you, journaling is just such a key part in my life. It really helps me stay on track. It helps me to understand what's happening with me physically, emotionally, mentally, all of that kind of thing. And so we start with some prompts. We start with a meditation, and then when you start writing, you write. You just let it flow through you, just like we are talking about. And it's just amazing what will come forward from that. So the other thing I want to tell you is that Leslie and I do individual sessions, and you can find how to sign up if you go to transformationaltools.com/sessions. And we find that sometimes a single session can create a lot of forward movement or a lot of understanding. So it's really important when you are uh, seeing that you need some help with this. And the other thing is that if you will sign up for our group called the Vortal, and you can find that on transformationaltools.com/Vortal, VORTAL. When you join that, you become part of a group that's in this process of creating a new matrix, of being in this sea of love, of awakening in a way that's you're transformed and empowered, and it's we're in it together. It's really a place that everybody can feel like, oh, I belong here. I belong with these people. So that's basically what I wanted to remind you. And going to our website, transformationaltools.com, you'll find a lot of things to try out, and it'll be fun for you.
All right, it's time for our personal readings now.
Yes.
Yay. So Jeannie S. will be first today.
Okay. And I'm going to pick out a luminary for her. Okay. Oh, this is one of my favorites. So, of course, I always say that for everyone. Oh, I'm going to get us, remove this so you can see us.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one is called Sweetness. And I think this is just such a beautiful one for you, Jeannie. And it's on page 50 in the book. And it's the numbers 11 and 33. And there's one part in here that I want to read to you. And then I have some feelings about what's coming up. Open your heart to the sweetness of life. It is available for all. And this part, just feel this, Jeannie. Wrapped in a blanket of fragrant hope, hugged by a warm breeze of compassion, encouraged by the whisper of inner empowerment, and showered with heavenly swirls of divine devotion, you may choose to open to receive the sweetness of life. Now, when you look at what's going on around us, it's like, well, I don't know how I can be in the middle of the sweetness of life in this. But remember, what you put your attention to is what you are experiencing. And if we put our attention to sweetness of life, and then that begins to surround us and hug us and love us. So I really encourage you, Jeannie, to be with that. It's just an amazing card, and it's amazing message and amazing frequencies that come together.
Well, you got 2 color cards today. The first one was yellow, and it's Claim Your Empowerment. It's a lesson. So this has to do, with your solar plexus, and it's about finding clarity. And so it feels like it's this week, the yellow, you can see the yellow in sweetness. And this is saying, claim your empowerment, that you have the ability to feel like you are bringing this energy of sweetness and light into your being. The other one is strength in black. And you'll notice in sweetness, it's surrounded by black, all those possibilities. And it says focused, transforming, and full of potential. So that energy, that potentiality is right there with you this week. And boy, that really looks that looks like a powerful and really wonderful week. I mean, when I've had sweetness or when others have, they've reported that just feeling, held, feeling really that they are embodying that. So, do you have anything to add, Arlene?
Just wrapped in a blanket of fragrant hope.
Mm-hmm.
We need hope right now. Hugged by a warm breeze of compassion, encouraged by the whisper of inner empowerment, and showered with heavenly swirls of divine devotion. Boy, I can just feel each of those, how important they are right now in a
Yes,
time when what's happening in the world would like to take your feeling down into the dumps.
it's really wrapping you in that
Yeah.
beautiful energy.
And this lesson in yellow, just think about it, Jeannie, as you work with that and you claim your empowerment, then you're moving into a fresh new place of empowerment for you, a feeling that you have, that you've come full circle, that you have come to a new place within you. And then you have the potentiality of the black. Wow, that is really amazing.
Oh yeah, great, great cards. All right, Will is next.
Okay. This is a good one.
I love that card too. Attunement.
And boy, the attunement is a huge, huge piece right now. And it is the numbers 3, 6, and 144. It's another one of those that has both the it's a different kind of an alignment because it's even and uneven numbers. And for those of you who want to look it up, it's on page 14. And attunement, I find, is a huge part of it because we're changing so much that we have to attune, and then we have to attune again, and then we have to tune again because we've changed and the energies around us are changing. So step into the matrix of transmutation. Transmutation, and notice the color on here because that is the color of magenta, and magenta is a transmuter. So step into the matrix of transmutation. With gratitude for both the harmony and disharmony of life, allow what is finished to dissolve. Embrace what is. Celebrate the realignment and reconfiguration of your core. Okay, so Will, this is speaking to the changes that you're going through now. And it's being in this new alignment requires that some things are going to be transmuted, and you'll know what that is. And it also is here because what you're adding, we're releasing some things, but what you're adding needs to be very cohesive for the work that you are doing now and the work that you will be doing.
That fits so great. Your color card is Strength in Orange. Strength in Orange. And it says sensual, alive, present, and happy. So you're taking that energy into the energy of this is accompanying you this week in your attunement. And yeah, it just feels like the things that are needing to leave won't be so arduous to release, and the things that are coming will be welcome and a fresh flux of energy for you. As I look around the card, I just see this fresh flux of energy. And the orange to be a way not only to respond, but to be part of it, to be joyous and welcoming and energized, especially energized by it.
The other thing I get is that this orange is going to be really important to the things that are coming up to be uh, not necessarily brought into form, but to be allowed to come into this world. And it's interesting, Will, because you have the ability to bring some things into the world that will really create a lot of happiness.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Happiness. All right. Jeannie B.
Okay.
I love it. We have so many Jeannies.
Yeah.
Jeannie in the bottle.
Well, this one is awakened, I believe. Isn't that right? I sometimes get two of them mixed up.
Awakened.
No, it's dawning. Dawning, sorry.
Dawning.
Yeah. So dawning is the number 11, which is really interesting, Janie, because it's going to keep you on your toes. It's an uneven number. It's a lot of feminine energy, and it doesn't have the even number there to balance it out. So you're going to be balancing it out. So as you feel this energy coming in, this is for you to create your own new balance. Isn't that interesting that we're getting so much about what's happening with these changes this week? So let me see here. This is on page 16. Um, accept your new growth with faith, even as you push through the fog of uncertainty. And we still, all of us, have a little bit of fog of uncertainty. But this is just accept the new growth, accept the things that are changing in you. Passionately throw open your windows to the dawn. Live fully, every moment counts. So, what I'm feeling on this is just all of these readings are such powerful energy of showing us where we are right now and that we are here to really shine. We are here to expand. We are here to be in the dawning of the new age here. So this is really powerful for you, Jeannie.
And Jeannie, your card is Lesson in Turquoise. Lesson in Turquoise. We have turquoise this week too, I think. Yeah, Lesson in Turquoise.
Yeah.
And this
so
is
that's double. Pay attention.
Yeah. So saying yes to what's coming and yes to this transition time, about creating balance and accepting change. 11 is also a master number. So it's talking about mastery here. And, might be interesting to look that up and see what that has to say to you as well. But saying yes is that's the big word for this week. Yes, things are dawning and I am ready. And this will really help you.
One more thing is that I'm feeling that some part of you is crying. And that part needs to be brought into this beautiful luminary because there's so much dawning, so much that's new, so much that this part of you can be with. And so if you can find that part of yourself, bring it with you into this dawning, this new time, this way that you're coming into the world now.
Mm-hmm. It feels really new.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something really helpful and nourishing. Yep. All right, John. John is next.
Right. John, let's see what's up for you. Okay, presence, John. You know, presence is about being in the moment and noticing that you are part of a greater power, a universal power. And I know you know this. It's when we get focused on the things that are not right or the things that are holding us down. That is when presence doesn't feel to be there. And this is the number 8 and 64. It's on page 38 for those of you who have your cards. And this is the part that stands out for me, for you. Presence is there and here. Presence is other and yet individual. Presence is as far away as you require and as near as you will allow. Boy, this is back to allowing, because presence is that divine presence that is with us here. But what we sometimes do is we push it away. So it will be as far away as you want it to be or as close to you as you want it to be. It's up to you. It's up to you to say, "Oh, yes, thank you for being with me. Thank you, presence, for shining through me. Thank you, presence, for showing me the way."
That's beautiful.
It is.
Your card this week, John, is Strength in White.
Oh my gosh, that means that there's so much strength in that, because that's also the one for the month.
Yes, and it's the one for the month, and with presence. I mean, it's
Yeah.
asking you to
Wow.
be, it's saying you are divinely connected. The energy of being pure, strong, and unconditionally loving is what's coming with presence. So as you practice presence, allow this to become a strength for you to connect in this way and to establish this for how you connect with it, how you connect with this presence. I'm really getting that it's a way for you. This white color this week is a way for you to really tap into that presence.
And I want us to really look at this, because there's a beautiful white in the center, and then all these spokes that are going out into the greater universe are white as well. And then the color that spirit is present with this, it's one of the colors is the uh, what is it's the purple blue, the indigo. So indigo, if you have anything indigo, sit with it, because indigo wants you to understand that it is presence, it is present, it is here with you, it is bringing you all that you need. And so it is.
And the white means it's going to be easier for you to connect with spirit
Yes.
this week.
Yes.
Much easier. Like, boop, I'm there.
Yeah.
Yep. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Whew. All right, Sandra is next.
All right, Sandra.
Hey, Sandra.
Oh, I think Sandra's had this one several times before. This is crystalline. And if you feel into that, you feel how powerful that is. There's a little bit of magenta in there. There's some pink. There's a light turquoise. And then look at these uh, forms of geometry that are around there. This is a really powerful card, and what I'm getting is that what you're doing, Sandra, in your life and in your ability to allow is that you're bringing in some really high frequencies, and I hope that you'll be able to come to some of our Thursday group meetings because it's just so amazing what happens there, and your energy is so important in many different places.
Yeah, yeah. These light beings, the light entities, beings that are in this, the loving, beautiful crystalline um, ones are, it says shining this crystalline light. And that's what I'm getting, and it is this picture of the crystalline card. Just if you have it out this week, you're going to really be connecting in with that energy of higher frequencies and higher um, experiences of light and love. And there's another word. What is it? Um, it's like taking it in, receiving, receptivity, and receiving that into your being. And I just feel like you're going to see some amazing um, things happening for you this week.
Yeah,
Really, really interesting. Yeah, really
especially
affirming.
this week.
Yeah, affirming for you. Yeah. Okay.
What's the
And
color for her?
strength in orange.
Okay.
Orange.
I was also getting strength in white.
Yeah. Well, alive, present, happy, essential. And that's really saying feel
Yeah.
these beautiful energies coming in, and allow them to become part of you, part of your whole configuration. And strength in white. White is definitely all through that crystalline
Yeah.
card. Oh, okay.
So breathe that in, Sandra. Breathe that in, especially the crystalline uh, uh, luminary, the energy that's there. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's been quite a
Very amazing cards today.
readings. Yes. How wonderful.
So we thank you all for coming and being with us, and hope you will invite some of your friends to come. I know Jeannie S. has brought in her I think it was her sister or sister-in-law, I think, a couple times. So just bring somebody with you because it's a lot of fun to have them here and enjoy this beautiful energy that you all create. So, all right. Love you all. Take care. Take care of your body. Take care of your emotions and your mind. And in this time, let's just stay in those frequencies of love.
Yes, we are sending you those frequencies for your whole week, that you might feel that, really feel it within you. Be blessed by it.
All right. Bye for now.
Bye.